Howdy folks, I am Ruzkiel, and welcome back to Let's Play Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer. The date of this recording is May 19th. Yes, May 19th. I actually had to think about whether it was actually May or not. So, in the last episode, let's see, I'm trying to think. We found a few things, and then kind of hit a bit of a wall. I want to go this way first, I think. Can I get this one? Damn! It can be done. I know it can be done. I think it can be done. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing it the dumb way. There should be a better way. Let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah, this should work better. Okay. Okay, that works. Whew. I was thinking I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to get that one. So hopefully things go well this time around. Hopefully we find what we need in the Spirit Temple. Otherwise, chances are we're going back to the Child Timeline in order to try the couple of things that opened up, but I'm not entirely sure this... God damn it. Because we got... Let's see, if I remember right, we have the chest minigame and we have fishing. Really just far enough away. That's annoying. So we'll see if we can... We'll see if this works. If not, well then I guess we'll have to try something else. Although I'm not entirely sure what that something else might be. There isn't Wolfles here. There isn't a Wolfles here. So I know in the last few that I've been I've had these rants about my job lately, which probably isn't the healthiest thing, but at the same time I had the chance to like talk to actually converse with someone else, and I've realized that, you know what, I'm not far off. I don't think I'm far off from my complaints anymore. Just the way... There's a light. Just the way, just the way that my supervisor has been seemingly being more and more attuned with the actual supervisor role. There's something in here. Oh God. Oh, wow. I'm totally out of... I've kind of forgot that I should be saying something. Okay, so, back to the work thing. I guess at least I probably should go back to the work thing a little bit. I'm starting to lose faith in the supervisor that I've been assigned. Now, when I first started working there, everything was fine. The supervisor I had, you know, he had my respect. Let's put it that way, because he had the technical knowledge in order to instill in the mindset that he knew what he was doing. Basically I had faith that it wasn't just a matter of him not wanting to do something or not being able to do something. It was more of a matter of he was too busy because there was so much work to go around. This supervisor, I don't have the same faith as I did in my last one, and I think it's starting to show in my attitude a little bit, because I do not like it when he comes around the corner, because I know it's going to be some BS task that he could or should be able to do, but he seems dead set on managing. And the reason that I don't believe that he can do it is there's been... Oh, right, the bow. There's been a couple instances where it's just, well, let's see here. What's the best way to put this? While I'm also trying to focus on what am I actually trying to do here. There is a damn chest over there. Can I reach this? I can reach this. For instance, there was one thing where he really should have been able to do something, because it was well within his... Nice! Nice! Okay, the Spirit Temple was definitely the place to go. Anyway, there was a problem that was clearly within his realm of expertise. The problem is, his first step was to come to me and ask me what I thought. Now, I know what I need to know pretty well, or at least if I don't know something, I know where I need to look it up. This was something that is related to what I need to do, but at the same time isn't something that is specifically in my field per se. It's related, but not specifically the same. We'll say that. And so he comes to me thinking, oh, I can go ahead and answer the question. I give him my best answer, but whether it was right, well, no, it wasn't, because not long after the fact. Because not long after the fact, we contact someone who is in the same basic field of knowledge, and he comes back with a different answer, one that is way more suited to the problem at hand. And that's basically what it all boils down to, is the person who should have been able to answer it came to me instead of actually answering it himself. And that doesn't inspire a whole lot of faith. Now, does it? So, if I don't have the... If you haven't been able... Okay, so that door can remain locked. So, if you are unable to do something or have the knowledge to answer a question that really should be within your field, then how am I supposed to have faith that you know otherwise? You know what? I can do this from a different angle. Then how am I supposed to have faith that you know otherwise on other aspects of the job at hand? And that's just one example. Another good example, another example that I like to employ is that I now like to employ anyway is a situation where later on in the week he asked whether I could attend a meeting next week. And I'm thinking, okay, well, this is annoying because it's another project that, you know, I know nothing about. How am I supposed to properly answer the question? Well, come to find out that the meeting... Well, and the reason that he asked me to do it in the first place was because he had some appointment that he had set up to do later on in the day. That he had set up to do that was going to take place at basically the same time. Okay, fine, whatever. So he sends me the email and the invite. I get to reading through the email. Come to find out that surprise, surprise, there is an option to do this at a different. There is an option to do this a completely different day. So why didn't my supervisor just set it up for that different day? that way he could attend. We could have someone attend the meeting that at least had a nominal knowledge of the project at hand. What the heck is going on? I could have swore one of the burn points was on one of these platforms. Ugh. And it's just... It's getting annoying having to deal with that sometimes. Plus on top of the fact, more often than not... Damn it. More often than not, throughout the course of the week, he's coming and asking me questions that take me away from other projects that I would really hope to do otherwise. There it is. There's one. See, I thought I stepped in these positions. Fine, whatever. Camera, thank you. And it distracts me from doing my other projects, which I'm starting to really fall behind on. It's really starting to tick me off, quite frankly. Because I'm behind on other things. Because I'm behind on certain projects. Other projects are going to be coming up, and I want to attend to those as well. And like I said, I don't have faith in my supervisor to be able to handle those types of projects. And besides, they actually are within my field, so I can answer those questions. But I'm stuck answering a bunch of other administrative, like, BS, almost. At least it's almost administrative. So, yes, it's another work rant, but I'm starting to come to the realization that it's not entirely unwarranted. For a second, when I was doing it previously, I was thinking to myself, well, I'm just pissing and moaning about my job. 2 bow upgrades in the same temple. That's lovely. So, anyway, like I said, another work rant, but I think we'll see how things go. Hopefully he either gets better about it, or he'll start taking some things on. It's hard to say, but like I said, I'm starting to lose faith. I'm starting to lose faith in him as a manager. It seems to me like all he's really good at is, I can't even really say proposing on jobs, because he kind of doesn't even do that well. There are a number of things where it seems like he undercuts the level of effort to do some of this stuff sometimes. Man, this place was loaded with stuff. So I should be able to actually finish off the Spirit Temple. I hope I find the spirit. I hope I find the compass sometime in the near future. No, we can leave. It's this door that I was thinking of that has the other areas. Oh, well, so much for the music. I don't know, this place, it seems like this place is a little janky on the music. I apologize for that. There's really nothing I can do about it, though. If it's not working, it's not working. I don't have any real power over it. And now we'll get to the... I think what we'll do is we'll get to the point where we can fight the boss, and then we'll do the boss in the next episode. That should be about the right time. Do I have the hammer? I do have the hammer. Oops. So, what else is up? Oh, I don't know if you guys have heard or not. I don't know how, like, well known this sort of thing is. But on May 15th, we we basically lost almost all the extended versions of Nintendo music on YouTube. Like I said, I don't know how well known this is, or how attuned some things are. Some people how attuned some people are with this sort of thing. But one channel that I really liked was the Brawl BRSTM3X, and he, in case you aren't aware, he was the tuber or the group or whatever that would extend a lot of the more popular video game music to about either 15.5 minutes or 30 minutes, depending on what the extension is. Depending on what the extension went to. And chances are, if you ever looked up music, you probably got his music. You probably found his videos. So it kind of to a certain extent, it kind of transforms the landscape of video game music and YouTube, and not for the better. The reason they had to do it is mostly because it came down to Nintendo saying their copyright service, the legalese surrounding their music property and whatnot did not allow for music to be put up on YouTube. Basically, I think it boils down to buy the original soundtracks, which, you know, I'm not. Do I even have the compass? No, maybe that's what the boss gives. Or, you know, now that I look at it, there's this whole western side of the temple that I haven't visited. Maybe I can do that some other time. I didn't realize which direction I was facing. Sorry about that. Oh, you know what? We'll fight this thing real quick because it should be a pretty quick fight. Come on, swing it, thank you. And it's really kind of sad because, like I said, because it was such good music, it was all extended to a good length of time, and it was a nice way to. That was stupid on my part. And it was just. It was a good way to put it on the background while working and just get wrecked. Just kind of given the opportunity, get into the zone and just let that play in the background. And it introduced me to it, allowed me to relive the nostalgia of playing some of those games. So it's a sad loss. So. In the next one, we'll finish off Twinrova, probably take a look in that western side of the Spirit Temple, just to make sure none of those chests had anything we need, and we'll probably return to the Forest Temple and the Fire Temple after that, because now we can make some progress in those, so that's good news. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.